Hello, this is Bobby at Kofel TV Repair with a video today that is addressed to an Amazon buyer who ordered a board from us and opened a return case claiming that it didn't work. A few more words about the case and the reason why I'm doing this. Basically, they opened the case saying that item was defective or it doesn't work, to which we got back saying, sorry to hear about your troubles. You want to return a board saying that it's defective or it doesn't work and expecting us to cover the forward and backward shipping costs for it. Would you please kindly care to clarify how did you establish that it's our supply board that is better not than other module in the TV? And the reason for that question, and as it's detailed underneath that, this board is 168 JP, I believe. Let me show the DPS. 168 JP. And very often the main boards go bad on those TVs, and people of course don't know which is which, and they Google around, read this or that, or just assume whatever their logic is that it's the power board. And sometimes, but much less often than the main board, it is the power board. So people buy them, try them in, and of course if you replace something working with something else that is working, nothing good's gonna happen in the TV for the repair. So people just return them saying that the board doesn't work, which of course is upsetting because the board is working. So we get back to the customer telling them pretty much exactly that. Hope you would agree it's only fair to establish which side is correct and who should be picking the tab for the do-it-yourself repair attempts. To which customer responded, upon opening the box, the board is chipped and wrapped badly with a crack on one of the heat sinks. I'm a TV service tech for LG Electronics, and I didn't pay money for a cracked power supply. Not sure if the board was dropped during shipping, but I can't install part that has visible damage. Now this is the board, and that is actually important. Since they claim the board had visual damage, we asked them, for sake of warranty coverage, please make and upload pictures of the damage and pictures of the package itself, which is pretty normal request when somebody gets a damage. Then we have not heard from you since our last message, and let's see the dates. The previous message was on October 26th. We asked them to upload messages. On October 29th, they still haven't uploaded messages. And we asked them that their response was much appreciated. And a return was approved, I don't see where, but after that, 2 days after that, I can go and dig that up if necessary. 2 days later, basically customer just refused to upload pictures and to allow us to claim warranty on the box. Now this is the package. It's shipped with FedEx ground on the back. It's pretty solid on the outside. I don't see damages on the box. It's pretty solidly wrapped on all sides. Lots of cushioning. And most importantly, this is the board with our date tag and signature on it. This is how the board looks like. This is the board that is bent according to them, and those are the heat sinks. Now if you see damage somewhere, please write to me, because I don't. And not surprisingly, I have made another video of how to test that board, so I'm not going to repeat everything there, but first things first, when I put power onto it, it will have the standby voltage coming out on this connector here. And I'm not even going to test it, because the second level of the test would not be possible if there is no standby voltage. But as the board is just powered on, the only thing out of it is the standby that goes out of this transformer. In fact, why not ground? And this looks like the diode that rectifies it. So here and here, 2.3 output. That sounds a little unusually low. Maybe it should be, let's see this ground. Oh, because I'm measuring frequency. My bad, I must have plugged the button, pushed the button by mistake. So I'll switch back and do the same test. And now the cathode, it's gotta be here, 5 volts steady. That's the standby. I'm just measuring it, not the pin output, but right after the rectifier for the standby voltage. And more importantly, what I needed to show is the PFC circuit is not yet activated. We have just the rectified standard AC rectified voltage, which is 167. I'm just not making good contact. Now, to activate the board, we put PS on to the standby 3.3, and what this will do is it will activate the board by raising the PFC. We're doing this with this connector that can be seen in our other videos. It's basically just a jumper from the standby to the PS on. And one of the things that this will do is it will cause the PFC circuit to raise, as you can see, to 400 and something volts over there. Another something it will allow us to do is there should be 12 volts here going for the panel, for the T-con. And all of those are explained in a little table on the side. It goes on, I believe, those 2 pins, but it only happens if it's activated, for which we have a little button here, which again sends 5 volts to the panel on. Let me see where it will be, panel power. So pin 16 is panel power. When you send 3.3 volts to it, after the board is already signaled that is activated, so to wake up, the voltage for the panel power, which is the 12 volts, I'm pressing the button, show up as 12. In other words, that board is perfectly working. That is the point that I want to make. And this customer is simply taking advantage of a system. If I had to take a guess, and I don't like taking guesses because sometimes you can accuse people unfairly. So I will make a little bit conditional guess. Either that customer is really not technically good, no offense meant. This is as good board as they come. And they didn't want to try it because of the look of it, with which there is absolutely nothing wrong. Or, more likely, my opinion, they tried it, they see that nothing happened, and they just decided to get a free ride on Amazon. And we should fight with that. I just had another fight with Amazon yesterday for a totally different reason. It was on buyer. They sent me a message that a driver attempted delivery and there was no one around in a secure place while I was here, and I have security cameras. There were people in the shop. I was here. And of course, after switching to 5 different representatives, I'm going to pause that on the blog. They figured out that the geoscan showed that the driver was actually somewhere else. So they changed their story several times. They would say anything other than it's our fault. And, you know, some people are like that, some companies are like that. If we don't fight for that, they will take over. Take it from me. I come from Eastern Europe. I saw how the communism works. It's because of people who give up to fight for the right thing. And the right thing in this case is somebody refused a perfectly working board, which was not advertised as a free return. You know, we let you experiment at our cost. We don't allow that. We don't publish that. We don't advertise. We've never been believers in that. It just spoils people. It just makes them irresponsible. So we will see. We will try to do a partial credit. We'll try to fight. We may lose, but that won't stop us from fighting. Again, when we screw up, we take responsibility. It happens. It happens every week, for that matter. But if we know that we've screwed up, we will take responsibility for it, not the customer. And if the customer screws up, they should take responsibility for it. And yesterday, if Amazon screwed up, they should take it on their subcontractors who are somewhere else for whatever reason. They shouldn't be telling us, oh, you paid us indeed for Amazon Prime, and we did guarantee you indeed 2-day delivery, but hey, somebody did a mistake. And we will change a few times who it was, but at the end of the day, we are very, very sorry, and we take our feedback very, very seriously. Ain't gonna work that way, guys. Not for a long term anyway. That is all. Thank you very much. Good luck with fights for the good.